Coming up on this edition of Able to Cook, we talk about the French term mise en place. What does that mean in cooking? Not M-I-S-E, not M-I-C-E, M-I-S-E, mise en place. All that and much more when we start right now. Welcome to this edition of Able to Cook, the one and only program that focuses on the needs and concerns of people in the kitchen, all the abilities in the kitchen despite your disability. Let's talk about the French term M-I-S-E-E-N, is two words, mise en place, which means place. M-I-S-E-E-N-P-L-A-C-E. It literally means everything in its place. This means having all the ingredients prepped before you start cooking. Onions are diced, spices are measured, broth has been portioned, etc. It can be even gathered of all the equipment you'll need to prepare the recipe. Mise en place is pronounced M-E-E-Z-N, place, P-L-A-S, is a French culinary term that means to have all your cooking tools and recipe ingredients ready before you begin cooking a meal. It translates to everything in place. Let's understand why that is. So, according to Wikipedia, mise en place, pronounced mise en place, it is a French culinary phrase which means putting everything in place and refers to with the setup before you begin cooking, and is often used in professional kitchens and refer to organizing and arranging ingredients, cuts of meat, relishes, sauces, par-cooked items, spices, chopped vegetables, and other components that a cook would be required for the menu items expected to prepare during a shift. In the kitchens, the phrase refers to the setup and array of ingredients. The verb is the process of prepping and a state of mind. The term broader means that it can be applied to classrooms, hospitals, IT departments, and elsewhere. Uses in cooking. The term is used outside the cooking, has been used outside of cooking by a psychologist named Weissenberg. Used the phrase to refer to now how one stands towards the environment, places, constraints, and one feels to be able to do within the environment. So let's go to, also this is very important, the kitchen brigade. The kitchen brigade is part of mise en place because it is a system or hierarchy found in restaurants, hotels employing extensive staff. And the kitchen brigade was founded by George Augustus Escoffier. Okay, he was a French chef and restaurateur and culinary writer that popularized the outdated and updated the tradition of French cooking. Much of Escoffier's techniques were based on that of Marie Antoine Creme, or Cream, Careme. Um, and he was one of the codifiers of French haute cuisine. Um, let's go into this. Um, the concept was developed by Augustus Escoffier. Let's click to him. Augustus Escoffier, 1846 to 1935. Was a French chef and restaurateur and culinary writer that popularized the updated traditional French cooking methods. Much of Escoffier's technique was based on that of Marie Antoinette Creme, one of the codifiers of French cuisine. Escoffier's achievement was to simplify and modernize French and modernized Creme's elaborate, ornate style. In Presse de Roy, Cuisineurs and Cuisine de Roy, King of Chefs and Chef of Kings, also previously said to Creme, Escoffier was a prominent figure in London and Paris in the 1890s and early part of the 20th century. Alongside recipes, Escoffier's elevated profession in a time of the kitchens were loud and riotous places, and there was drinking on the job, which was commonplace. Escoffier demanded cleanliness, discipline, and silence from his staff in bringing order in the kitchen. He tapped into his own military experience and developed the hierarchy brigade de cuisine system and organizing the kitchen staff, and which is a standard of many restaurants today. He worked in partnership with hotel person Caesar Ritz, rising prominence together at the Savoy in London, serving the elite society, and later the Ritz Hotel in Paris and the Carlton in London. Escoffier published Le Guide de Cuisine, which is still a major reference work. He published it in 1903, French Restaurant Cuisine Cookbook, and it is first regarded and still in print. Escoffier developed the recipes while working at the Savoy, Ritz, and Carlton hotels. From the late 1880s to the time of publication, the hotels and restaurants Escoffier worked in were on the cutting edge of being modern and doing away with overall elements of the Victorian era. The Victorian era, serving the elite of society. The first edition was printed in 1903, and the second edition was in 1907, and the third in 1912. Many of the recipes developed were working in the Savoy in London and later at the Ritz in Paris. Let's go into something. So the importance of your culinary knives are very important. Let me just... In terms of keeping your knives clean, let's go into this. Chef knife kits are important to keep clean as far as the part of mise en place. Typically, using a variety of knives designed for different culinary tasks. These kits enhance cooking and cooking style and the right tools for every job in the kitchen. Recommended knife kits for culinary school, including certain brands such as a Fibrox Pro Set and a Vibranox. It is simple and affordable, and usually includes bread knives and other culinary tools on a budget. I understand some of these knife label things are. This is not a culinary commercial, but for more information on the types of knives, you can actually go to YouTube and they will show you how to use a knife and that type of thing. And we're gonna do that on Able to Cook. Let me basically go through what a knife kit is and how professional it is in the kitchen. Basically, a knife, and I'm going to have pictures of what a knife kit is. You usually have a chef's knife and a steel. I don't have one here, but they're very important to keep knives clean and things in the kitchen as part of your mise en place. Let me go back to the Kitchen Brigade and why it's so important. Let me go back to that. All right, so this is the Kitchen Brigade, and why is it important in the kitchen to keep a kitchen clean and running smoothly? This is a as far as the Kitchen Brigade, a comprehensive list of members of the full Kitchen Brigade. Only the largest establishments would have staff of this size. Despite the use of a chef in English and the title of a cook, the word actually means chief or head in French, similarly to cuisine, meaning kitchen. Okay, so and everybody has to be certified, kind of, sort of. Chef de cuisine, which is a kitchen chef, chief of the kitchen, is responsible for the overall management and supervises the staff, creates menus and new recipes. Okay, sous chef, chef de cuisine is like the deputy in charge. Saucier is the sauce maker, and the sauté cook prepares sauces and warms hors d'oeuvres and completes meat dishes. In smaller restaurants, they may work on fish dishes and prepare sauced items. Chef de partie is the chief of the group and responsible for managing the given station in the kitchen. The cuisinier is the cook. The commis is the junior cook, COMMIS, and reports directly to the chef. The apprentice is usually a student. The panier is the kitchen porter. That's the person that cleans the kitchen and might prep for jobs. And then they have dishwashers, which is another kitchen porter. and they also have I'm trying to pronounce this in French. The roastier, which is the roast cook, manages a team that cooks, roasts, boils, and deep fries dishes. The gardier, which is the person that grills food. The fritier, which is the fry cook. The poissonnier, which is the fish cook. The entremenier, which is the entry preparer, and the soup cook is spelled P-O-T, P-O-T meaning pot, P-O-T-A-G-E-R, which is the soup cook. This is all French. The legumier, which is L-E-G-U-M-I-E-R, which is the vegetable cook. The garde manger, G-A-R-D-E-M-A-N-G-E-R, garde manger, which is the pantry supervisor or food keeper. And the charcutier, which is C-H-A-R-Q-U-T-E-R-I-E, which is a specialist, meaning that makes meat products such as terrines, gelatins, biotines, pâtés, and confits. And one of the shelves I'll go over what a pâté is. Primarily from pork, and confits usually are birds, ducks, and so on, chickens. The pastier is the pastry cook. The tournette, which is Tournant, or the roundsman, goes around the kitchen to see what people need. The concierge is the confectioner. He's the person that is like a baker. The decorator or decorateur is a person that decorates food and cakes. The chocolatier is the chocolate specialist. A fromage, F-R-O-M-A-G-E-R. Fromagier is the cheese specialist. The butcher, which is known as the butcher, B-O-U-C-H-E-R, or butcher in English, butchers meats and sometimes is in charge of breading meat and fish items. For more information on this, you can go to wikipedia.net and look up the types of things that people do in the kitchen. There's a whole list here, from soups to butchering, etc. And the French French spellings. I'm Lawrence Seiler. See you next time on the next edition of Able to Cook, and we'll go through more cooking techniques. I'm Lawrence Seiler. See you next time.